Is Darrell Brooks Jr. getting the kosher dill pickles? This is a question that comes to us from Mary in Texarkana, Texas, and we're happy to answer her question. But before we do, this is Christian Duke from Everything Else Channel on YouTube, everythingelsechannel.com. If at any point in time you like the video, please smash that like button. Also, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel with us yet, please hit that bell for notifications so you won't miss a single video. And please leave a comment down below. So Mary's question, Texarkana, Texas. I'm not familiar with Texarkana. I've heard of Texarkana, but I've never been there. Been to Dallas. I've been to Fort Worth. I've been to Houston for a minute. Never been to Texarkana. They say the most beautiful women in Texas come from Texarkana. Actually, I don't know if they really say that, but you know, I'm sure that that she likes hearing that. Anyway, so to your question, the pickles are big, you know, and I'll tell you why they're big. I mean, literally, they're big. They're like big pickles. God, I don't eat that. I'm starving. The reason the pickles are big in prison is because they have that vinegar in there. And a lot of inmates cook in their cells. You know what I mean? So somebody works in the kitchen. Maybe they bring a couple of hard-boiled eggs. Or maybe they bring, you know, some hot dogs. Maybe they bring some potato salad or something like that. Now, they do have to bring it in their britches. So that's kind of like a lot of people don't like that. But hey, you know, you're in your cell there, you want to eat like a meal after dinner, you know, what are you going to do? Somebody will bring a couple of eggs in their pants or something like that. Somebody else may have like a pickle. They'll open that up. They'll use the vinegar to pickle the eggs. I mean, they get real creative. They can make a stove with like, I think it's like matches and like a back of a can or something. I mean, just some crazy MacGyver stuff. You know, they can boil water. They can do all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? Bubba might work at the kitchen. Maybe he brings, you know, I don't know, 8 hot dogs in his pants. You know, Eddie over there works in the kitchen. He brings a couple of eggs in his drawers. You know what I mean? And then Darrell's got, you know, a couple of pickles, which he actually got from the commissary, you know, and you know, he's enjoying the pickle, but maybe they want the vinegar. And so he says, well, I'll give you some vinegar, you know, if I can get some of that good food you're making. You know what I mean? And so I could see him, you know, negotiating with the pickle juice or even the big pickle. You know, but I think Darrell would probably like to have the pickle all to himself. So I don't know that he would actually give up the pickle, but he might share the pickle. But then if you share the pickle, how's he supposed to, you know, the thing about it is it's a big old pickle. You know what I mean? So maybe he cuts it in half and he keeps half of it for himself. I know you guys think I'm joking around. I'm not. In prison, there are no drugs. I mean, there are, but I guess there are. I don't know. But there's no cigarettes. I mean, there may be, but we're talking about what's usually used to trade. It's food and it's stamps. Believe it or not, postage stamps have become major currency in prison. And while there's no more cigarettes, you know what makes up for it? Coffee. Ground coffee is like a luxury in there. So if you've got yourself a stockpile, also ramen noodles, and that is straight word gospel. Watch any of the prison shows, after prison show, any of them. They will tell you ramen noodles are like gold in there. And then you split up the packet and you can either, the noodles aren't worth as much as the flavor packets. Those things are huge, as you can imagine, because even though it's full of MSG, those flavor packets can make, you know, pretty much anything taste good. You know what I mean? Kind of like the pickle juice. I mean, or it comes in a little sack, a plastic sack, you know, and there's a big old pickle in there. And there's juice, which is just vinegar, but it's vinegar with like a kind of a picklish taste, you know. You know, it's that, you know, the palate, you know. It's like those extra flavors. I mean, kind of like when Bubba brings the hot dogs in his drawers or Eddie brings the hard-boiled eggs in his britches, there's probably going to be like some additional flavors in there. Not saying that I would enjoy them or that you would enjoy them, but they're there. Maybe to mask that, you put some pickle juice in there or some ramen flavor packets, you know, and off to the races, you know what I mean? So, it's a good question. I appreciate it. From Texarkana, Texas. And what was the other question she said? I don't remember. Oh, I think you asked about how much they cost. I have no idea. That I have no idea about. But you can research it. And I'm not trying to give you like, you know, go fly a kite answer. I'm just saying it depends. I would have to see which company services them. Some of it's Aramark. Sometimes it's like CC something I saw over there in Oklahoma, I think. And it had like summer sausage, hot pork sausage, pepperoni, salami. They had ramen noodles. I believe they had pickles, the kosher dill. They also had the hot pickle. They also had, they may have had a cheese log. And I could see the cheese log also being, cheese is really important because you can put cheese on like noodles. Even like I said, they have like these little makeshift stoves. They can boil water. They can make pastas just like in the movies, you know. So with some cheese, you can make mac and cheese. You can make spaghetti and cheese, which I know spaghetti and cheese doesn't sound so good. When you're locked up and you're starving, it's going to be good. You can make it grilled cheeses also. I mean, that's not usually the cheese that you would use, but hey, you got to make do with what you got. So if somebody was to say, hey, Darrell, I got a big log for you, of course he's going to take it, you know, and he's going to want it because a big cheese log can go a long way, just like a big salami or a big old pickle. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure exactly how much the big pickles would cost. I would think if I go over here to the Speedway, one of those giant kosher dill pickles, it's probably about $2, I would think. And you got a lot of vinegar in there, and it's a big old pickle. I mean, it's a big pickle. So the thing is that I would think that probably, see, if you get it for $2 here, and Speedway is not like buying it at Walmart. Speedway is already marked up. So let's say Walmart, you get one of them big old pickles, you know, in the sack. I would say probably for like $1.50, you could probably get away with it. In prison, it's probably going to be about probably like $8, $10. I know that's a lot of money for a big old pickle, but again, the thing is, commissary is not meant to be affordable or convenient. It's highway robbery. It's highway robbery. But you know, if Darrell wants the pickle or the log or the sausage, he's going to have the money. That's the thing. And so I think Dawn is probably putting the money in there, but maybe, you know, a friendly fellow inmate may say, hey, Darrell, I got a log for you. You know what I mean? It could happen. I don't know. But with regards to the pickle, I think he could probably get his hands on a big kosher dill pickle. What do you say?